Hello, everybody, and welcome back once more to Anime A or Nay. I am TheOutbackAl.
I'm Yin&Jung.
I'm TV Noob.
I'm Envy Jitters.
And I'm CheerandCosplay.
And it's the end of the month, everybody. We're saying goodbye to Envy Month. And with that, Envy will not be joining us ever again on the podcast. This is how we're killing off all of our people. Everyone's
Goodbye, everyone. I'll see you all in therapy.
Oh, yes. No. He'll be sticking around. He can't escape now.
Oh, no.
No, we're trying to do something a little bit different this year. We might, at the end of every month, just try to be like, hey, what have you been watching lately? You been watching anything interesting? Anything that we should maybe watch later for other things? Who knows? We'll see what happens. We're gonna kind of go a little bit loosey-goosey with this one, so there wasn't really anything specific that we were supposed to do homework on. So everyone's just kind of gonna go around, what have you been watching? What have you been doing? So who wants to go first?
Should we just go in order?
It's always
That
me.
would be you.
It's always me.
Yeah.
I gotta show you how it's done. All right, I'm trying to think because I've been working on a couple of like visual things. I've been like kind of watching some stuff in the background here and there. I've been catching up on a couple of things. I actually have been watching a couple more things than normal lately. So there was a few things. There was a couple. I'm gonna kind of count a little bit since it's the first time we're doing it from like the last couple months last year. You and me watched White Lotus.
Yeah, we did. I saw it before.
Yeah,
and
but
then I showed it to you.
hadn't.
Yeah.
Good show. I did not think I was gonna like it because it's mostly, fucking rich people and their problems. But
But it's fun to watch their downfall.
when they have them.
Okay, I do have a question about that show. Is
Sure.
it a drama, a comedy, or a both?
I'd say a little bit of both.
A little of both.
It depends on the scene. It can be very funny, but it's also like very much like. Here's the thing: I don't know if you know anything about the premise other than it's set in a chain of hotels called the White Lotus. Like the very first episode is like, "Hey, didn't someone die a week ago?" And then it cuts to a week ago, or they find the body, and it's like 1 week earlier, and it's like, and you're basically sitting there the whole season being like, "All right, which one of these people is dying?"
And they make it look like everyone has Death Flag.
It's
the whole
Death
time.
Flag, the TV show.
Wow.
However,
That's funny.
after this third season, I think I have figured out how to tell who's going to die. Because it was like because you remember, I was guessing everybody. I was guessing like, not hit. Like, there's a couple people you can always tell right away because someone always finds the body. So you're like, well, that person's safe. And it's usually, at least for the first season, I'm like, God damn it, why couldn't it be him? But yeah, I think I figured out by season 3, the only people who die are my favorite characters.
Wow.
Of course.
So whoever my favorite is of the season, they're dead.
Season 3 was tragic.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. But honestly, season 1 and 2, I did not see it coming how it happened, but it was gonna be my favorite characters. That sucks. So now I want you guys to watch it, see if you can figure out who my favorite character is.
Okay.
But yeah, so we watched that. We started watching Righteous Gemstones. I finished it.
Oh,
I wasn't sure whether you actually were liking it or not. Did you enjoy that at all?
It was okay. I wasn't hooked though.
It's kind of like
I could go either way.
It's a Danny McBride comedy, and it's like, okay, he's one of those comedians who's like, you either like this guy or you don't, I feel like. And I feel like his movies are a lot of times the same way, and I liked it enough that I was like, you know what, and John Goodman's actually pretty good in it. So, watching that. I recently started Peaky Blinders, which I've had on my watch list for a while, have not watched. But yeah, I'm enjoying that. There was a Joel McHale comedy called Animal Control that's now on Netflix, and I binged through that. I was expecting, since it's a sitcom, it was going to have 20 episode season. I'm like, oh, this is going to be something I can sit through for a while. It's 8-9 episodes per season.
Mm-hmm.
What
Yeah,
the fuck?
that's typical. That's Netflix for you.
It's not a Netflix show. It's on Fox. Why
Yeah,
is it-
they're also
funny,
making
at least?
shows a lot shorter now.
Why are you making sitcoms like that? Let me have funny longer.
Because Fox made it as a mid-season thing. Like they air it during the mid-season when they need something to fill out the rest of the spring catalog or
schedule.
fall catalog. Yeah.
That makes me so sad that comedians and people that I like are fillers. I don't like that. That makes me so sad. But that's mostly it, except for one other thing that I watched very recently that I probably need to talk about at some point. Have you guys watched Blue Eye Samurai?
Not yet.
No.
But I
Oh
heard
my
about
god,
it.
fucking watch it.
Okay.
I've heard of it.
Oh my god, here's the thing. It's French and American, and it looks like anime, so it's basically anime. It's so fucking good. And it's getting another season this year. So
Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about it.
Look, I don't normally go to a whole lot of online discourse. I had heard one or two things that were like, oh yeah, it's really good or some of them. I'm like, I don't engage with a lot of stuff, so which is kind of nice because sometimes it's like, oh, I can watch things whenever I want. I won't be spoiled because I'm not listening to anybody. And I don't always, especially for movies, this circle that I run in does not exactly have spoilers for me for new movies usually.
No.
Sometimes I do.
Sometimes you do, but you're good about it. You don't.
I don't tend to spoil.
You'll tell me, oh yeah, this is good. Go watch it, or you'll be like whatever, but you won't tell me anything, and that's good.
I just spoiled something for you earlier.
I already forgot what it is. So,
Okay.
Yeah, I have a short.
It happens,
memory,
then you forget, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, it is so good, Blue Eye Samurai. Like I want to tell you a ton about it, but I also don't. But this has not always been a great recommendation, but I do think that if you guys watch it, be like, oh yeah, this would be a show that Al would like. Which
could go one of two ways.
Yeah, it's not always been like a huge thing. Like you can always tell why I loved Megas XLR. Didn't mean that anybody else liked it. But yeah, no, action was amazing, animation was awesome, the characters and their arcs great, fantastic villain, wonderful protagonist, loved them. Just across the board, the music, like just I don't think I had a single complaint about it other than that it ended.
Damn.
But apparently it's getting another season sometime this year. So very happy and looking forward to that. We should watch it. I'm just gonna say it now.
It sounds good.
We need to watch it like at some point this year. Like maybe do a season 1 and then a season 2 whenever it comes out. Because it's Netflix, it'll all drop at once, and I'm gonna binge it all in one day. So. I think it's only 8 episodes, but they're I think they range between like 40 minutes to an hour. So it's almost like each episode's a mini movie a little bit. So be aware, it's not like short. I think that's about all I had to talk about as far as what's been going on with me and what I've been doing. Other than that, I've mostly been reading like D&D modules and stuff because I'm playing. Hey, go check out the Broken Dice podcast. We need more views. But yeah. Do you guys have any questions for me about anything that I watched? Oh wait, there's one thing that I need to watch, but I need to get my login information for it. I wish someone would have told me that there was a Christmas present waiting for me. There's a new season of Shoresy out that I haven't watched yet, and it came out on Christmas. I'm like, fuck, I gotta see it. I gotta see it. He's gonna be a coach this year.
The new Percy Jackson also dropped.
It did.
So I've gotten flack from other people that I haven't read that book.
Yeah, flack from me.
Yeah.
No, flack from the people in my other podcasts.
Really?
They're like,
Okay.
I mean,
yeah.
It's a good book.
it is a good book series.
Now you got it in both podcasts. Read the books.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to
I'll
go back.
I'll
and read
join
this.
you in the I'll join you in the shame. I've never read or seen Percy Jackson of anything.
Both of you go fucking read the books.
So I've seen the movie.
Oh no!
Those are not good.
When did they
Go
come
read
out?
the books. You will
book?
like
the
Percy.
movie.
You will like these books.
I
movie
mean,
came
yeah.
out,
Well,
like,
I'm
2010,
gonna throw it out there. Like the Percy Jackson, what's his name, was like in the movie was just a complete fucking blank slate. So you know, I mean,
no. In the books,
yeah, I'm sure he's
he
interesting.
sounds like a middle school kid.
He's pretty fun.
He's got
Everything that I've heard
personality.
is he like seems like an interesting person, unlike whatever
The
the
movie.
movie. I'm gonna say this because it was 2010 and I was still in high school, and that I had a crush on Alexandria Daddario.
I had a crush on Logan Lerman, but it didn't mean that the movie
Okay,
was
see-
good.
Oh yeah.
See, here's the thing. I feel better about mine because I can actually name things that she's still been in.
I could name things.
What has he been in since Percy
Since
Jackson?
he was in Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Okay, that was like 2 years later. Name
Just
something
saying.
recent.
Just
Name
saying.
something recent. I'm talking about like longevity. My
You
crush was better.
didn't even know Alexandra Daddario was in my list, did you?
I did not remember the first season. I know she was in True Detective and some other stuff,
Okay.
but like
she was
I
in the,
but I've
the
seen her in
spin-off of
things.
Interview with a Vampire she was in.
Okay, well,
But I haven't watched it yet, so we need to watch it. But
I'm
you
gonna-
need to watch Interview with a Vampire, which I've been trying to get you to watch.
Okay, stuff to talk about for next month.
Yes.
Logan Lerman
Yes.
was in Bullet Train.
True, he was in Bullet
Oh,
Train.
right, he was the asshole who they killed halfway
There
through.
you go.
Yep. Yep.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
most of the characters. Assholes that get killed halfway through, but
We should watch that. It's basically anime.
It's coming up soon. Give it a minute.
Huzzah! All right. So outside of my boyhood crushes, I still have. But hey, look, guys, it's okay. No one will ever top Henry Cavill.
All right. Moving on.
Okay.
Yin?
Moving on.
I'm up. Okay. So I'm still watching Apothecary Diaries.
Okay.
I need to finish it. I took a long hiatus from it, so I need to go back and finish it. So I can't talk about it that much, unfortunately. I do like it so far, though, and I know Chibi and Envy have definitely seen it. I don't know about you. You haven't, Al. You haven't watched it.
The most I know of it is Chibi cosplayed it once or
Yeah.
twice, and I took pictures.
Yeah.
That's the extent of my knowledge. Oh, let's go buy the plants. That's a thing you need, right?
Yes.
I think the little mysteries are fun, and I think the characters are pretty interesting. I think Mao Mao is a really good protagonist. I do like her a lot. So I'm enjoying it so far. I know it's based on a light novel, which I have not read. One of my friends has talked extensively about it, but I think there's like 15 of them already.
There's more.
There's more than 15? Okay. Well,
Currently, in Japan. In English, there's like gonna be 11 soon.
I feel like I've been
Okay.
hearing about it long enough. There's probably a backlog at this point.
yeah, I had
There
never
is.
heard of it until the anime came out. I don't know.
I didn't need it.
I feel like nobody talked about it till then. But yeah, it's really good so far. I just have not finished it. I started watching, there's a new show this season. I know you guys know, like I watch a lot of like BL and Danmei and stuff. So this one's the Isekai Office Worker BL. So it's
Okay.
like,
I've never heard all those words used in a single sentence
I
like that.
know, it's
Wait,
wild.
that's the title. Wait, that's the title.
And that's like one of the translate. Let me see the full. They have weird ass names, so let me see the full title. Everybody just calls it Isekai Office Worker. The other world's books depend on the bean counter, but everybody nicknames it.
I've
Isekai
actually
Office
read
Worker.
the first volume of the manga for that one.
Okay, yeah. I've heard the manga was pretty good, but I watched the first 3 episodes. There's only 3 out so far, and basically this guy who's just like an average like hardworking dude gets transported to another world after he tries to help a girl who is the one that actually they wanted to get transported because she is like the chosen one in that world. So she's like the typical anime protagonist where she's the teenage girl who has like mystical powers and stuff. So this like 30-year-old dude just gets like roped into the situation by accidentally going through the portal with her. So he has to like adjust to life in this new world that, I mean, nobody really cares that he's there, but he's just like here now. So they tell him like in the palace, like, you don't have to do anything because this was an accident. It was our bad. So you can just like live off of our money forever. But he's like, no, I have to work. Because he's just
And he's-
like so used to
He's
working.
actually very helpful.
Yeah, he's like an accountant, so he's like actually really good at his job.
I love the idea
Yes.
of that, like this, because it's like it's kind of everyone's dream. It's like, yeah, you just live in this house and do whatever, and he's like, oh, that's great. I'm so bored. I need a job.
He has to work, yeah. So he's like super helpful to them, and they're all like laid back. Like the culture is so different in this world than in Japan. So he keeps showing up like early to work and like taking his work home, and everybody looks at him like he's crazy. And the love interest is like some kind of knight or something, and he seems like suspicious of him at first because he's from a different world or whatever, but then he becomes
And he
like
likes working.
and he likes working, like what the hell, but he becomes like kind of protective of him and stuff because the other guy's like sickly a lot because he isn't used to like the magicules or whatever in the air, and so he always gets like sick off everything.
Midichlorians.
Whatever it is, yeah. So like the other guy like starts like getting real like clingy or whatever and helping him all the time. And basically he can heal people by like kissing them. And then like, I don't know why that is. There's like magic. And so like they like fuck in like the second episode because he needs to like save this man's life.
He was seriously ill.
He was seriously
and so
ill.
it's like, in order to make you better, I have to do this, but I need your permission. He's like half conscious, so he's like, yeah, okay.
It was wild. It was wild.
Yeah.
Nothing's shown, but
He's getting sick
No.
with his dick.
yeah, but yeah, so far it's like kind of fun. So basically, like everything happened all at once, but at the same time, I feel like it's gonna be a slow burn in terms of their actual feelings, which I like. Like, they're not together or anything, they just keep having to make out and stuff because this guy keeps getting sick because he keeps overworking himself, and then he's on the brink of death all the time. But, it's
From
fun.
What? I'm sorry. I feel like you had me in the first half, and then the second half. The second half feels just like a self-insert AO3.
Okay, so there were lots of people, like, there was a controversy. There was lots of, like, isekai dude bros who were super into the first episode and couldn't tell it was a BL. And so they were very, like, uprating it on Crunchyroll and stuff, and they were excited. And then they saw the second episode and all hell broke loose. They were like, what is this? We didn't know it was gay.
Oh my God,
and so they downvoted the hell out of it on Crunchyroll.
It was episode 3 of Madoka.
Amazing.
It was like, somehow they couldn't tell it was a BL by the way they were looking at each other. And I'm like, dude, you have not been around the block.
He looks at me, and I look at him.
But it was so funny to me.
What was that show we watched a couple years ago? The World According to BL or something like that?
The Man Who Defies the World of BL.
Yes.
Yeah, that's basically what everybody on Crunchyroll was like. No, I'm not gay. No, I'm not gay.
It was like, dude, if you liked the plot, then like, just because they're gay, come on, you can still like the plot.
Anything else you've been watching?
Let me think.
Just two dudes making out.
Just two dudes making out. It's good though. Like, you guys should watch it if you don't mind gay stuff.
Hold up, what's bad about two dudes making out?
What else? I feel like, were we watching something?
Oh, shit, yes. Guys, there is a... Do you guys like Dirty Harry?
Never seen it.
Oh my God.
Don't know.
Who am I asking here? Yeah, okay. So this is gonna mean... All right, you guys are aware of...
Yes, I know who Dirty Harry is.
You're aware of action movie tropes of the 1980s with the loose cannon cop, the lethal weapon type. You know, this is an actual crazy person who's like a sociopath and is completely... who should be in like a mental institution instead of on the force.
Yes.
Right.
So I recently found out about, I think it was like 84, 86, something like that. They made a TV show on ABC called Sledgehammer.
Okay.
And it's like, it's honestly, it is what The Naked Gun eventually became. Like, it's literally like the most dirty, hairy cop, but like, it's played for laughs. Like, he's the most ridiculous. But like, what was the one scene, something about like...
They're talking about making cutbacks. The mayor is threatening this entire department. Do you understand what I am saying?
You want me to kill the mayor?
No!
It's like the first episode, there's a shooter on the roof of a building, and like, what's his solution? I'll pull out a rocket launcher and I'll blow up the building. No building, no shooter. Like,
Okay.
It's so stupid funny.
Yeah, we were watching that.
We gotta finish that one. The guy's literal name is Sledgehammer, son of Jack Hammer.
Oh, I had already seen
Journey.
it before. Now I was showing it to you, but we were watching Schitt's Creek too.
We were watching that. It's okay.
Okay.
Like,
You're not
it's all
fond.
right. It comes and goes. It's a little...
Okay.
I don't know. It's all right.
Okay. I watched the whole 6 seasons. It was pretty fun.
I like American Pie. I wasn't always the biggest fan of Jim's dad's scenes.
Is it the dad?
I hate to say it's a lot of the same joke over and over again. But it's good. I think it's one of those things of like, sometimes your footing's a little weird. I think it'll get better.
Okay.
For me. Like, it got 6-7 seasons or something.
I think
It should
6.
be. It should be good. But
Yeah, it had its ups and downs, I guess.
yeah.
We should watch Interview with the Vampire.
We should. We got a couple things on the list. But is that it for you, or you got anything else you wanna?
Nothing else is coming to mind, but I'll let you guys know if I think of something.
I think I gotta eventually watch the second season of Fallout, because I did enjoy the first season. Who's next?
All right, so I did actually watch a couple of animes on my own recently. So I watched and finished the first season of Delicious in Dungeon.
Finally.
Yes.
I enjoyed it. It was good. I kind of am curious to go on to read the manga, but I'm like, I can wait till season 2. And then I also finished the Swordsmith Village arc for Demon Slayer, and I just started the Hashira training arc. So, and I thought it's ufotable. It's always good, and I enjoyed it. And as I've said before on here, and as you guys know, my main hobby is reading. So I read, since the beginning of January, I've read like 7 books.
They're an overachiever, if you couldn't tell.
It's all I spend my time doing. I don't overachieve. It's just, books for me are what anime is to envy.
Play with your cat.
He doesn't like to be around me when I read. Can't help it.
He doesn't like you when you read.
He's like, you're not petting me.
You're not you when you read.
But so the books that I have finished, and I'm also like counting at least one that I read back in December because it's part of a trilogy that I just finished. So I just finished up the Renegades trilogy by Marissa Meyer of the Lunar Chronicles, which was originally a Sailor Moon fanfic.
Oh.
Ooh,
So
okay.
the Renegades is about, it's like a dystopian sort of world where they're kind of like rebuilding society, and the rebuilding of society is being led by this group called the Renegades. They're all superheroes known as like prodigies. They have superpowers, and they have like basically an opposition group called the Anarchists, who they are like trying to fight against the Renegades because they have a beef with them over something that happened in the past. I will not explain what it is. But, so our 2 main characters, one of them is the son of our 2 lead renegade people, and the other one is one of the anarchists. And it's sort of like enemies to lovers, but he doesn't really know who she is, and she doesn't really know who he is. But she starts working for the Renegades, going undercover, you know, trying to like dig up information and find secrets and things. It was good, but very predictable. And by very predictable, I mean the plot twist that came at the very end, I called from the prologue of the first book.
She was the moon princess, wasn't she?
Nope.
Serena!
Different series.
So is he Tuxedo Mask?
Kinda. A little bit.
Okay.
I just find it ironic that a country is being led by a group called the Renegades when renegade literally means a noun, a person who deserts and betrays an organization, country, or set of principles. But we're running the show.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's meant to be ironic, right?
No.
Oh.
The rebels.
They were rebels, kind of against this group called the Anarchists during the Age of Anarchy, which is kind of like when the people who had superpowers were like starting to stand up for themselves and fight back against the powers that be because they were oppressed for a very long time. So it was kind of one of those things. But
They didn't want to lose that branding.
No, they did not. Another one that I read, it's another sort of like dystopian book. It's like dystopian cult horror, called The Unworthy by Augustina Bezterrica. And then I read a nonfiction book called The Little Book of Aliens by Adam Frank. That's basically talks about like the science of aliens and how they exist and like what the conditions would be to be able to support life, and not just like simple life like us, or even more complex possibly. Next one after that is 0 Stars, Do Not Recommend by MJ Wasmer.
Oh, I thought that's what you rated the book. I'm sorry.
No, that is not what I rated the book. But that is the title. And it's a book about this guy who is on vacation with his girlfriend. And while they are on vacation, the sun explodes.
Just like White Lotus.
Yeah. And so it's basically them dealing with the aftermath of what's going on. And like basically it's like the internet, but if you put it on an island with a hotel. Honestly, it's kind of like Glass Onion.
I did like that movie. I still need to watch Wake Up Dead Man, but
that is good. That is good.
You seen it? All right.
I was going to bring it up in a second.
Okay.
But yes, so I would say if you like Glass Onion, I would say maybe give this book a try. You might like it. And then I read a book called Soul Searching by Lila Sage. It's a small town romance about a girl who can see ghosts. who comes back to her small town for a little bit because she's broke and also to help out her family. And she falls in love with this guy who moved to town who's the local upholsterer. And then I just finished up the first light novel for The Apothecary Diaries. And it's basically like the first part of season 1. So it's about like 260 pages long, so not that long. But it follows the plot fairly beat for beat, so it was basically just rehashing. I have more of the books that I need to get to, but I'm kind of interspersing them with other things that I'm reading. Also currently reading Ariadne by Jennifer Saint, which is like a retelling of Theseus and the Minotaur, but from Ariadne's perspective. And then later on in the novel, we also get the perspective of her younger sister, Phaedra, who actually like gets sort of more involved in the Theseus storyline because she ends up being basically like married off to him as like a peace offering. So we get like a dual perspective from them. And sort of like going over like the lesser known parts of that myth from the perspective of the two women. I'm enjoying it so far. She has some other books that also kind of go along in this vein, so I'll probably continue it later.
Is that the Song of Achilles writer?
Nope.
Okay,
Different
I'm
person.
thinking someone else.
Song of Achilles was written by Madeline Miller.
Okay.
Also been playing a little bit of Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Got a couple of dungeons done, which is good because I hardly ever play video games anymore.
Yeah, we gotta do that more often.
Yeah. For movies, I watched Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein,
Good.
Wake Up Dead Man,
Aw.
and the original Godzilla.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How you feeling about it? How's it hold up? How many 70, 80, 500 years later?
Do you mean Godzilla?
Godzilla. No, Frankenstein.
It's good.
Frankenstein that just came
good.
out.
I mean, it's not really Frankenstein, but it's a Guillermo del Toro movie.
It is a Guillermo del Toro movie.
It was good.
Like, visually it's good. I just think as an adaptation,
It was
I
off.
feel
for
like
sure.
he could have done a little bit more with that, but...
Yeah.
All right. For the Guillermo del Toro girlies in the group, let me ask, who was more bangable, Oscar Isaac or the monster?
There we go.
That's always the question you gotta bring up with the Guillermo del Toro movies.
I'm gonna be honest, I cackled every time that it was like Oscar Isaac running around without his shirt off. I just laughed. Because it was so silly.
I think he's sexy.
I mean, I've been seeing a lot of thirst traps for the monster online, so I think a lot of people would probably prefer the monster.
Hey man, it's a Guillermo del Toro movie.
Yeah.
But
think-
those are all my things.
We think after Pacific Rim. Hey man, the big bat monster thing. Ooh. Which one was your favorite of those?
Out of what?
You know what? I'm gonna go with books and then one for movies. Which one of those that you brought up do you think was your favorite out of these?
Out of books, I would probably say, honestly, probably Apothecary Diaries. Just specifically because, like, yes, I know how the story is supposed to go, but I was still enjoying it versus, like, some of the other things I was reading, I'm like, oh, this is just okay, or this is fine. And then out of the movies, I think Wake Up Dead Man was probably my favorite.
All right, say no more. I'm definitely gonna have to watch that this week.
You should.
All right, we'll discuss.
So, I think Cece should go next because you know me, so...
Do I?
You sounded so confused for a second there. Wait a minute. Does Al know you? Most of what I consume is podcasts. I will say, the last couple months I've been going through and listening to a lot of audiobooks. And in the last 2 days, I have read the first 4 books in the Princess Diary series because they're only like 6 hours long and I listen on speed and a half, so I can easily get those out in half a workday. I had tried reading them as a kid, but they were so different than the movie that I like couldn't get through it. I'm like, this is not how the story goes. So I decided to give them another shot, and they're pretty funny. She's younger in this. She's only a freshman. She's 14, and some of her crash outs make more sense as a 14-year-old than in the movie. She was like 15 or 16. I think it like makes a little bit more sense when she's like just barely pubescent. versus on a full-on teenager. That being said, they didn't age Michael up for the movie. He was a senior in the books. And so that's a little weird, a senior dating a freshman.
Yeah.
It's like, maybe can we hold it off a few years? It's a little weird. But yeah, I'm glad I'm giving the books a shot. They offer some, like, delulu that only a 14-year-old could get away with. As for podcasts, I think I'm just gonna mention some of my favorites that I listen to on a weekly basis. My all-time favorite is called Hey Riddle Riddle. It's these 3 comedians that were originally in Chicago, one has since moved, but they try to solve riddles and puzzles and lateral thinking problems. But they're not super great at them. Since they all met through improv, they make each other, like, act out their worst answers. It is so funny. I have cried listening to it, and I listen to these at work. I've had coworkers come up and be like, "Are you okay? What's wrong?" Like, it's really funny. I can't explain it.
Nothing's wrong. Everything is right.
Yeah, it's so good. Highly recommend that one. They teamed up with the DM from Dungeons and Daddies. Their podcast had a baby. It's called Gumshoes and Dragons.
Oh.
And it's supposed to be like Columbo,
Yes.
but D&D.
I was about to be like, does it have anything to do with Ace Attorney? If not, I'm out.
Close. And so, like, every week they have a guest come on and do a murder, and then they have to, like, solve it.
Interesting.
It's pretty funny, too. I do listen to Dungeons and Daddies. That's a great one. That's also really popular. I don't think I need to talk about that. Oh, there's one called The Neighborhood Listen, which is, Paul F. Tompkins is one of the people on this. He's, like, the god of podcasts. You're not a real podcast until he's guested on, so we need to get him on at some point.
Look, I would love nothing more than to talk to Mr. Peanut Butter, but
Yeah.
that's a big ask.
It's a huge ask. He's on this podcast, or him and another woman. They take posts from the Nextdoor app, and they like change the names and the places, and then they like bring on guests who fake interview about, all these crazy things are happening in our neighborhood, and they are based on real posts. But the best part about that show is just like they're always laughing with each other. Like, you can tell they have so much fun recording it. It's hard not to laugh along. It's very ridiculous. There's one called Get Played. It started off originally as How Did This Get Played? It was like a sister show / spin-off to How Did This Get Made, which is a very long-running podcast about bad movies. So this one was about bad video games, the worst and weirdest of video games. And then after a couple years of that, they were like, we cannot keep playing a bad game every week. We are destroying our mental health. So they shortened it to Get Played, and now it's just like talking video games, like what's new. They do deep dives, they do tier lists. And I've been listening to them since I think episode 2 or 3 came out. I've been in since like ground floor. So I'm too invested at this point. I'm like, these are my friends.
Aww.
All of their previous How Did This Get Played content is behind a paywall now, unfortunately. Also on their Patreon, they just had a long-running spin-off series that was about anime. It was an anime review. And they just ended that. And then now on their Patreon, they're going back to their worst and weirdest format. I'm like, I haven't subscribed to their Patreon yet, because I'm like, I got my own anime show. I don't need to listen to theirs. But now that they're doing the bad video games again, I might have to go subscribe to them. Trying to think if I've watched anything. I watched Heated Rivalry, but that's not something I think I need to explain. I just wish it had more hockey in it. I was a little disappointed.
Someone's a Shorzy fan.
So someone's voicing their... It's the Princess Tutu effect, as I'm gonna call it.
Yeah!
But where
like,
was
I'm
the
not
dancing?
mad that it's gay, but like... I do like the hockey part. You could show more than just like a clip every 2 hours.
Yeah, but then they actually have to hire decent hockey players.
Yeah.
Which is what Shorzy did.
Yeah, I guess. And I've been mostly just been playing Love in Deep Space, and that one also doesn't need any promo from me. I think they got it covered.
What's Love in Deep Space?
I'm glad you asked.
I don't think I do.
I've been very into their new mode where it's basically The Sims. You have a little house and you can decorate it. You can like drag your love interest in and interact with them. It's great.
With consent. With consent, of course.
Yeah. Yeah. They do deny stuff. Sometimes if you ask them things, they're like, I don't really want to do that right now.
Oh, okay.
It's really annoying when you're playing, like, there's a crane game, and you can, like, choose whether you want to be playing it or if you want him to play it for you, and, like, sometimes you're like, okay, I want to turn, and he's like, no, I'm in the zone. Like, okay. Yeah, I think that's about all I've been doing this month.
Alright,
Oh, boy.
I will attempt to go as fast as possible. I won't
Oh, no.
I won't try. I mean, you know me. So,
Uh-huh.
I first started the month by watching the finale of Stranger Things, and I will say this. I didn't hate it like a lot of people on the internet did. Did I think some parts could have been better? Yes, absolutely. But did I think that it was a decent enough conclusion to where I felt satisfied watching it all the way through? Yes, for me personally, yes. Like, I know Stranger Things is now the new thing to hate because, you know, once this show gets so big that everyone loves to criticize every waking bit of it, but I still think that people that hated the finale are over-hating it. Like, if you don't like it, fine, but, like, saying it's, like, one of the worst TV finales of all time, it's like, I would not go that
No,
far.
we've seen that. It's Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you watched all 5 seasons of Stranger Things, then you might as well finish it. But, yeah, I would say it's not the best finale it could have had, but I definitely think it's not as bad as people think it was.
Actually, Al, I think the worst finale was Supernatural.
Oh my god.
Okay.
How I Met Your Mother's gotta be up there, too.
Oh, yeah, that was bad. That was really
Okay,
bad.
we could be here all day.
Yeah, Adam's out there.
I watched How I Met Your Mother's finale live when it aired, and I couldn't do my homework in college because I was so mad. I literally had a
No.
paper, like it came out on a Monday, I had a paper due on Wednesday. I couldn't concentrate the rest of the night on Monday because I was so flabbergasted by how it ended, and I did my work on the Tuesday. So,
Okay.
yeah,
I this was probably a joke, but I remember seeing an interview with Jason Segel where they were talking about it afterwards, and he was like, you know what, I wish they would have gone with my suggestion, which was essentially that, you know, they meet, they're like, oh, this is my umbrella, no, this is my umbrella, blah, blah, blah. And they have a quick little thing of like, and that's how I met your mother. And then the window blows open, and it's Terminator, and they have to go outside and start shooting robots.
Wow.
That's quite a tone shift. But no, I hear you.
Oy.
It's not about the destination, it's the journey. It does need to be a little bit about the destination too.
You either die a firefly or live long enough to see yourself become supernatural.
Oh, yeah. Do you know what they originally had planned but COVID killed? Like the finale
Yeah.
where yeah.
Yeah,
Like I don't know, do they know? Does everyone else know?
maybe.
For what?
For Supernatural. Like what was the ending? They'd like meet on a bridge or something?
I mean, that did happen. They did.
Okay.
They were
The-
gonna have everyone in it, including
Yes.
the people who sing "Carry On My Way."
They were gonna have Kansas play live
Kansas?
at the Roadhouse in heaven with
Yeah.
all of the people who were ever in the show.
I don't know that would have been much better to me.
Okay, but it would have been at
Might
least
have
a
been
good.
little stupid.
It would have been a good image to end on.
The problem
Oh,
is
yeah.
it just
I'd
went
love
on
to
too
see that.
long.
I know,
There was no way for it to have a good ending.
I know. Envy, I do have a
Like,
recommendation
I don't know.
for
I
you.
feel like having them just ride off into the sunset would have still been how I would have preferred it to end.
Yeah.
What's your recommendation?
If you are like the kind of vibe of Stranger Things, especially earlier Stranger Things, check out something called Fear Street. It's a series of
Yes.
3 movies that was made by the wife of one of the Doofer brothers. They divorced, and there are a lot of people speculating that she ghost wrote a lot of Stranger Things early on
It-
because the dipping,
It's really good.
the dipping
it's really
quality
good.
that they're talking about is like, we seem to have some converging timelines here. I don't know.
Oh no.
I don't know for sure.
Honestly,
but
I've seen those movies. They are very good.
yeah.
I really liked them.
I think Kozi really likes them.
Yeah, well,
Really?
I mean,
Really
I honestly,
sure.
maybe we should be looking at hang on, let me get her name real quick.
Is Max in one of them?
Yes.
Alright, yeah,
But
I'm thinking of the right
Those are
ones.
also based on R.L. Stein's Fear Street novels.
Leah Janiak. Janiak? I'm not sure that I'm saying that correctly, but maybe we need to look into some of her stuff.
We should. because those movies were a good time.
Yeah, I haven't seen them.
They're good.
I heard I haven't. And then I also started January finishing a game that I was playing, The Legend of Zelda Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, which is basically a Hyrule War. It's basically a Dynasty Warriors spin-off. It's a prequel / midquel to Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Basically, in Tears of the Kingdom, there's a series of flashbacks where the first king of Hyrule and Zelda meet up and they fight Ganon like thousands and thousands and thousands of years in the past. There's a reason why Zelda meets him, and it's called the Imprisoning War. It's only referenced in Tears of the Kingdom. Well, in this game, you actually play the Imprisoning War, and I thought it was pretty good. There have been some games I got from Christmas, but I haven't played much of them yet. I got the new Doom game, The Dark Ages. I haven't played much of it yet. I also got the Indiana Jones game that came out a couple years ago, The Great Circle. I haven't played much of it yet, but I hear it's really good. It's actually canon. It actually takes place in between Raiders and Last Crusade. So, and I also heard it's probably better than pretty much the last two Indiana Jones movies. So
I've heard that as well. I've heard that.
We don't need to talk about those.
No,
Didn't
we
even-
don't.
Those don't exist.
Didn't even see the last one. Knew what it was gonna be, and I was gonna be like, nah, I'm good, thank you.
And then in early January, I got COVID, so I was stuck in my room for a week, and so I read a book. Like, I binged a book, and I read the new Avatar: The Last Airbender book called The Awakening of Roku. So basically, Avatar Studios for the last couple years have been releasing books, duologies based on past avatars that were mentioned in the show. So the first two were on Avatar Kyoshi, the second two were on Avatar Yang Chen, and then the last two that just came out were on Avatar Roku. And I've enjoyed all 6 books really well. The Kyoshi books especially. Like, the first Kyoshi book, I might honestly say is one of the best stories in that franchise. Like, bar none. Like, it's really good. But that's a tangent. So that's how I started my month. As far as anime for this season, Fire Force Final Season Part 2, I might as well finish it because I've watched the whole thing, and apparently it's not only set in the same series as Soul Eater, but it's a prequel to Soul Eater because it's written by the same author as Soul Eater, so I'll get to see how that show connects to Soul Eater because I've never seen Soul Eater, so that's interesting. To Your Eternity Season 3, does everyone know what that show is?
No.
No.
Oh boy, how do I describe that show?
Can you describe it in emojis? Why don't you just give you the most
No.
difficult task?
Basically, a god creates an orb and gives it life, and the orb
And it was called
basically
Earth.
no, the orb, it's immortal, and so it gains the forms of people that it connects with. So it starts off as a rock, then a fish, and then basically a wolf, and then finally a human. And then you follow this human that's later called Fushi throughout the years. And it gets emotional because it's written by the same author that wrote Silent Voice, so you know there's going to be heartbreak in it. And it's on its 3rd season right now, to where it time jumped to modern day Japan. Because back in the first 2 seasons, it was the first half of the manga series where it was like ancient times. And so they fast forwarded like thousands of years to where they're in modern times. And I really enjoyed it. I think it's a good show. Hell's Paradise Season 2, I think it's really good. We just watched it a couple months ago for the podcast. Jujutsu Kaisen, The Calling Game, Part 1. I will say this, Yen. Have you been watching it?
I've read it. I did not watch it so far.
Okay, so you know about the massacre
Yeah.
that happens in the okay,
With
the
Maki?
newest episode that just came out adapted the massacre, and it's straight up a Kill Bill homage. Like, the way that the animators adapted that scene, like, there's a scene that's ripped straight out of Kill Bill.
Yeah.
I did see that clip.
In the manga, I think the author was doing really poorly at that time because the art looked like a storyboard. Like, the art was that was one of the things that made me like start kind of giving up on it. The art was really bad in that chapter, but it sounds like the anime like fixed that. Is that right?
I've seen a clip.
Okay.
It's good.
Mappa goes hard.
Okay, cool. Maybe I will watch the episode then.
Although Japanese fans are mad because it's the same reason why they were mad at the first Chainsaw Man season, because they thought it was too Americanized. So that's been a Twitter controversy the last couple days.
Oh, is it the homage that they didn't like?
Yes, and they basically accused Americans of liking nothing more than action and horror farming.
Oh, okay.
They literally said that.
So they changed it a lot. Maybe I should watch the episode then. I'm curious now.
I mean, I thought it's already in my running for episode of the year for like any show I've seen this year. I'll just say that. It's an extra length episode, 28 minutes, and it's just nonstop action from like beginning to end.
Do you like the Culling game overall?
Well, they haven't actually gotten to the Colin game yet.
Oh,
so
okay. I forget when it starts.
So basically, as of us recording, there's only been 4 episodes. The first 2 reunites Yuji with Yuta from Jujutsu Kaisen 0.
Mm-hmm.
Third episode is when they literally explain the calling game rules for half an hour.
Oh, yeah.
And then episode 4 was the massacre. So I think next episode they might start getting to the actual calling game.
Let me know what you think about it when it starts.
Okay. Free Rent Season 2. I mean, that's kind of goes without saying. I think everyone knows what Free Rent is. I will say, anime fans, calm the fuck down. There's only been 2 episodes, and on Mal, it's already ranked number 1 of all time.
Well, they
and
had
number 2
to.
is Free Rent Season 1.
They had to. They did the meme. They did the up under the chin meme. Here's how you animate this angle.
Yeah. My Hero Academia Vigilantes Season 2. So basically, My Hero Academia Vigilantes is a prequel spinoff where it takes place 5 years before the events of the main show, and like the name suggests, it follows a trio of vigilantes where they try to do good hero work, but they're technically not legal. They're, outside the law. So it's pretty good. It's still very early in its run. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, this is better than the original show. It's like, well, I wouldn't go that far yet, but it's pretty good so far. Oshinoko Season 3. I mean, I think everyone knows about Oshinoko, so I don't
Never heard of it.
Further into that. Chained Soldier Season 2. It's complete trash. It's complete fan service, and it's my guilty pleasure of the season, so that's all I will say about that.
This is bad. This is awful. I loved every second of it.
Like, you guys will judge me horribly if you actually watch the show.
Do you think
Al
I know
might
how to
make it-
judge people?
Yes. Yes.
You're different.
I'm special.
You're special.
So those are all the sequels. As far as original shows, we got a new Fate this season. Fate Strange Fake. And,
They're just
boy,
stringing
how do I
random words together for these titles. I swear to God.
Well, let me tell you this. Well, first off, let me tell you how backwards ass the airing of the show was. Back in December of 2023, they aired the prequel 1-hour special, which basically sets up the events of the show. They didn't air episode 1 until December of 2024, and then they held off airing episodes 2 and beyond until this month.
When you
So,
think
you
about
wanna-
it, it's kind of like time travel.
Wow.
So basically, to make a long, complicated story short, this group in America creates a fake Holy Grail war to try and replicate the Holy Grail. And so you get weird-ass servants and masters that don't even qualify as heroes, let's put it that way. And they mess up when creating it because there's no saber class. But then this girl summons a saber, and then it's found out that the fake Holy Grail War is a catalyst to spawn a real Holy Grail War. So now there's going to be, in the future, a fake Holy Grail War with at least 6 or 7 masters and servants, along with a real Holy Grail War with 6 or 7 servants
Maybe
at the same time.
Maybe Japan's right. Maybe we do like action too much and we're aura farming. Maybe the Americans are wrong.
Granted, I had the same problem that Yin had a couple weeks ago about Steins Gate, where I completely forgot a lot of the stuff, and I probably should have rewatched the episode 1 and the prequel movie before I watched the new episodes, but it's alright so far. Like, it's still setting up the main conflict. Some of the masters are insane for the fake Holy Grail War, because I shit you not, a wolf and a vampire are 2 of the masters.
Vampire I could see. I'm interested in wolf.
It's an actual wolf. Like,
Just
Like, straight up.
doesn't talk, doesn't nothing. It's just a wolf.
yes.
Okay. Say no
I'm
more.
sold.
I'm sold. I'm in. Let's do this. Is he a good boy?
Well, he's only appeared in the episode 0 so far, so he hasn't appeared yet in the TV episodes yet.
You
so.
have not answered the question. Is he a good boy?
Yeah, he kills a dick.
Okay, figuratively or...
Okay, figuratively.
Okay, he sounds like a good
kills
boy.
An asshole.
I'm down to watch a good boy. I'm down to watch the goodest boy beat a servant. Or beat a mat. Oh my god, the doggy gets to be the master. Alright, say no more, I'm watching.
Yeah, and the saber is not, the saber that we know.
But they look exactly like them, don't they?
No, it's a guy this time.
What?
Yeah.
Do they still wear a blue dress?
No. Spoiler alert, the saber is King Richard.
I'm kind of unsold now, if I'm being honest.
He needed to be in the blue dress.
Okay, hold on. Is he voiced by Patrick Stewart?
No. Well,
okay,
I don't know.
no longer sold on any of this.
So, Richard the Lionheart?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I am watching a romantic comedy this season called You and I Are Polar Opposites. It's really, really adorable. Like, it's nothing you've never seen before, but it's very cute. The art style is very colorful, and the two main characters / lovers are stupidly adorable. Like, you just want to squeeze them and hug them and say, you guys are so pure and innocent. So if you like some fluff in your life, I'd recommend it. I watched a show called Journal with Witch. It's a very serious show, actually. So basically a 35-year-old who is estranged from her sister. She finds out that her sister and her brother-in-law died in a car accident, and so she decides to adopt her 15-year-old niece. And basically the show is about them coming together and bonding over, I don't want to say trauma, but at least trauma for the niece, but like learning to connect. It's going to be one of those slow burn emotion dialogue type shows, but so far I like the setup and it's very good so far. And then finally I'm watching a show called Sentenced to be a Hero. I don't know if anybody's heard of it because it kind of blew up in the beginning of the month when the first episode came out.
Assume that we know nothing about anything ever.
Okay.
Just pretend that I'm talking to you about a movie.
Okay. So basically, Sentenced to be a Hero is set up in a world where if you are considered the worst of the worst criminal, you're doomed to become a hero, in quotation marks, for all eternity, where you're basically set out to be cannon fodder, and they revive you for eternity. So basically, you're stuck in a never-ending hell because they're fighting a giant blight with like demonic creatures, and so basically you're considered the worst of the worst of society. And the main character, he gets basically set up by an evil religious organization and is doomed to become a hero. So now he's trying to get revenge, and it's gorgeously animated. Like the studio, like the animation is stellar. I will admit it's a very edgelord show. Like the main character is like a 2010s, late 2000s edgelord protagonist. So your mileage for enjoying the show might vary. And I'm watching the dub, and the dub actor is Todoroki from My Hero Academia. So I'm just hearing Todoroki screaming and yelling every time I watch the show.
Just like Buddy Daddies.
Well, here's the funny thing too. The main character, the main villain of the show, or at least the head of the religious organization, the dub voice actor is All For One's voice actor. So it's literally All For One condemning Todoroki.
Oh my god.
I actually did lie. There is another show that I've been watching, Trigon Stargaze, which is the sequel to Trigon Stampede, which came out a couple years ago, and it was a reboot of Trigon. And I will admit, I never watched the original Trigon. I knew nothing about Trigon other than that the main character's name was Vash. But I like the studio that made the new show, Studio Orange, who made Beastars, and they know how to do 3D CG really well. I will say it's a retelling of Trigon, but there were things about Trigon that I never knew about the show that really surprised me. Like, has anybody ever seen the original Trigon?
I have.
Okay, so yeah, I had no idea that Vash was not a human. Like, that surprised the hell out of me.
Oh yeah, man. Aliens. What are you gonna do?
Well, not even just aliens, or plants,
Yeah.
in quotation marks.
Alien plants, man. What you gonna do?
So that's pretty much it. I technically watched the Kaguya-sama Love is War special that came out, and that I enjoyed it, but it also pissed me off at the same time.
Oh dear.
Because basically the anime up until a few years ago adapted everything straight through from the manga up to a certain point. Well, this special basically skipped 80 plus chapters and basically ended where the manga ended, and then they're going to make an original ending by the original series author. And that's all well and good, except they reference moments from the manga. So if you don't know what happens in the manga, you're probably thinking, well, wait, how is this going to get resolved? Will they resolve this stuff in the movie? Will they change the ending, or will they just ignore all the stuff that happened in the manga in between where this original show ended? So that pissed off a lot of people online.
Bro, did you just get Promised Neverlanded again?
Wow.
The special content itself was still really good. Because the Kaguya manga doesn't miss as far as, what their stories. It's just, they just skimmed over 70 plus chapters to adapt basically one special moment in the manga that everyone wanted to see adapted, and then the very end of the manga. So it's just like, okay, here's this, and then here's oh yeah, by the way, the series creator's coming back to do an anime original, and it's like, okay, so if you're anime only, you might as well just go read the manga, I guess, to see how it originally ended.
It is sort of one of those tactics where it's kind of like, hey, we don't have a budget for this anymore, but also generate revenue for the author.
Which is weird, because it's made by AYoN Pictures, and they have money, and Kaguya-sama was still very popular in Japan, and I'm going to assume they're fully adapting Oshi no Ko, which is done by the same guy who wrote Kaguya. So, I really don't know what their deal was with Kaguya. Why did they shaft them like that?
Ratings, probably.
Maybe he should have gone to Shaft.
So that's pretty much it. I do want to highlight one show real quick that I saw back in November, but no one's talking about. I don't know if anybody heard of this Netflix show. It's called Last Samurai Standing.
Why does that sound familiar?
You've probably seen trailers for it.
I don't watch trailers.
Yeah.
So it's an adaptation of the manga of the same name, and it's...
Oh, I know what this is.
It's basically this former samurai warrior, Shujiro. He gets called to go participate in a tournament where it's 292 samurai, and this is also in the same era where samurai and swords were banned. So in the Rurouni Kenshin era.
Yeah, the Meiji period.
Yeah, and so they're all drawn in with the prospect of, if you make it to a certain point and you're the last one standing, you get 100,000 yen. It basically becomes a battle royale type show, but I will say too, the show does have a lot of similarities with Rurouni Kenshin, because the main character is a former basically mass killer warrior who refuses to kill anymore. It's in the same time period as Rurouni Kenshin, and he has a sidekick that's a teenage girl. And thankfully, unlike Rurouni Kenshin, he doesn't marry the teenage girl at the end. So
Love to hear it.
I watched the first season. It's 6 episodes, and it's really good. I don't think it got as much attention as it did, because I think a lot of people compared it to Shogun that came out on FX 2 years ago. But that's a really, really high bar to compare yourself to, because Shogun was a once-in-a-generation type show. But this one was pretty good, and I would say, if you're interested in the premise, I would give it a shot.
Might have to. I might be getting on a samurai kick pretty soon with Blue Eyed Samurai.
Oh boy.
It's gonna make me do things.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully I didn't drag this on any further.
No, you're good.
We're fine. Of those, what do you say your favorite is for the season?
It's still very early, because we're still in the first month. Yeah, I really don't have a favorite right now. I would say maybe by this time next month, I'll give a quick update on the shows that I'm watching and give a halfway point favorite.
Give us here's what I'm watching, here's what I dropped, here's the losers.
Well, I did actually drop one show this season that I was watching, so.
Yeah? Which one?
It's called Tamon's B-side. It's basically what would happen if a K-pop stan is asked to be the housekeeper and basically therapist of a idol singer who has a two-faced personality, where on stage he's the sexy heartthrob, but in real life he's like Bochi the Rock, except even worse.
I actually did hear about that one. I heard people saying really good things. Was it bad?
Here's the thing. It's not bad, and maybe it's because I'm watching so many shows that I'm getting burned out, but like I wasn't clicking with it all the way. But I don't think it's bad. Like, I think you might like it yet if you give it a shot.
Okay.
It sounds like that BTS game you used to play.
Oh my god! You're right!
I was like, I've heard of this premise.
Like I said, it's not bad. Maybe one day I'll go back and give it another shot, but for right now, I dropped it.
Fair enough.
All right, what was your favorite of last season?
Oh gosh, One Punch Man season 3. No, not really. No. Probably My Hero Academia final season.
Okay.
I thought the ending was really good, and it solidified My Hero Academia as my favorite traditional shonen of all time. I said keyword traditional. I don't count JoJo as a traditional shonen.
I gotta get you to watch more Naruto.
That's like me trying to watch One Piece. It's like I don't really want to watch hundreds of episodes.
Dude, I can trim it down for you, man. I know what the filler is, and I know which one's the good filler is. I've showed you a good... Here's the thing. I've showed you a good filler. That was a good fucking episode, wasn't it?
I mean, it was entertaining.
Look, I cut the bad stuff for you, man. Just a taste. You want a taste?
Maybe.
Just hear me out here, man. You're already partway. You already got 13 episodes in. You might as well finish out. It's 7 more to finish out the Zabuza arc.
It's been a long time since we watched that.
I'm just saying, man. Just a little bit. Just a taste. You get to the start of the tuning exam and you tell me you're not interested. I tell you what. You tell me what you make it to where Rock Lee shows up and tell me you're not interested.
Maybe someday.
You get to where Rock Lee shows up, and then you see exactly where the inspiration for Jujutsu Kaisen came from.
Yes.
True.
But it was good, right? You liked it.
Oh, Naruto? Of course. I love
Yeah.
Naruto.
Yeah. I'll convince you another day. It's coming. It's coming. I'm going to have my own recommendation month. And you know what's going to happen? Nothing but Naruto.
Oh, God.
10 episodes a week. Let's do this.
Oh, I mean,
Jesus.
we'll be able to catch up at that point.
It's true. It's true.
Not even, though.
10 episodes. They're only 22 minutes. It was like short. Not like,
Yeah.
But
so
10 episodes a week for 4 weeks, we wouldn't make it.
it's 40 episodes. I'm trying to give them a taste.
Ah.
Bro, we're in tuning exam territory at that point. We might be in forest of death territory at that point.
Okay, you would get a taste, but you wouldn't even make a dent in the show.
No, well, okay, here's the thing. Naruto, it's the first 135 episodes that are canon.
Oh, God.
The other,
Wow.
100 episodes for the first series is all filler and all skippable. They saved their entire filler section for just... There's, a filler episode or two amongst the main ones, but, after episode 135, don't even... Just skip to ship it in. If you want something, fine, take a look, give a little read of some of the various filler arc synopses and see oh, you know what, I like this character, let's see what they did with them. You can do that, but honestly, yeah, skippable.
Maybe one day someone will create a Naruto Kai where it's a streamlined version of
yeah.
Oh, they did. Okay.
I think it's some fans have done that.
Yeah.
Mostly what it does is just cut out flashbacks. I've told you, it's the joke about Naruto is there were so many fucking flashbacks.
Yeah, it takes half
Yeah.
the episode.
I think it was
like Dragon Ball doing the
well, yeah.
colorful-
Their method was let's just scream and let nothing really happen, and let's just stand around for a while because the manga had to catch up or something. Naruto's solution was let's show you shit you've already seen before to try to reignite some emotional feelings about what this character's going through. On a binge, it's not as bad. Watching it week to week was
I
a
can't
little.
imagine.
It was a little on the painful side.
I can imagine.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you there.
Mhm.
All right. Anyone else got anything to say? Things to do, recommend. I feel like maybe there's a couple things here that maybe on a revisit we could be like, oh, let's watch this for another thing. So keep those in mind if you want to throw something out there. I'm sure Wake Up Dead Man it's basically anime, right? We could watch that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we should talk about next month, really. So
Okay.
if you don't know by now, the Oscar nominations are out, and animated features. It's all right. I need to maybe see a couple more, but I feel like we're on the lock for at least one for probably who's gonna win.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like K-pop Demon Hunters is a shoe-in.
Yeah, we've already seen it and we've already talked about it. So my hopes is they lose a different category, but it's neither here nor there. But there's other actual anime that was nominated at some point or another that we haven't watched yet. We've watched a couple of them already that have been nominated, but there's a few that weren't that we haven't seen yet. There's 3 that we haven't seen yet. It kind of fits perfectly for the next month. So we're gonna be watching previous anime that was nominated for Best Animated Feature. So we got Mirai, which is from the guy who made my favorite Digimon movie section, Our War Game, and then Summer Wars, another one, like one of my favorite anime movies, and a bunch of things that I really like. You know what? I just really like this guy, and we should watch it. Let's do that. And it's got time travel, and we all love time travel here, don't we? Everybody loves time travel here, and we love all kinds of time travel, right, Cece? Another one is When Marnie Was Here. I really should have looked up a synopsis of this before I did this.
It's about a girl who goes to a small town. She's kind of a loner, and then she befriends a girl named Marnie who has a mysterious past.
Ah, I see.
Does she sell chickens?
No.
Wait, this was nominated?
It was nominated.
Yes.
Oh.
It never won.
Several years
but-
ago.
Yeah, none of these guys were winners, but they were nominees.
I didn't even
And
know
there's-
that's interesting.
Yeah, there's so few anime gets nominated.
Yeah.
And the last one that we haven't watched yet, but was also nominated, is The Wind Rises. It's a Miyazaki film. It was the film he was going to retire after, but then he came back again and again and again. Anyway,
A tale as old as time.
A Tale as Old as Time. Miyazaki is he's gonna be here forever. He ain't done. He needs to save anime again. So yeah, been checking out The Wind Rises, about a guy who just wants to make planes, but is living in a time where you can't just make planes. So,
Yeah.
and then we'll let you know what's coming after that. So, yeah. Come back for our not this year's Oscar nominee anime movies. Chainsaw Man should have been up for best animated feature.
That
I'm
one
just
was
saying.
really good.
It was so
Yeah,
good.
Chainsaw Man and Demon Slayer should have been nominated, because Demon Slayer was actually nominated for Golden Globes too. So that's a sad
Good
thing.
for it. Chainsaw
Also-
Man, amazing.
Also, Nacho 2, it's one of the highest grossing movies, not even just anime movies, but it's like top 5 highest grossing movies of all time. And it wasn't nominated. What was with that?
That's politics, man.
My god.
Yep. Politics is how Miyazaki gets in anytime he makes a movie, because it's connected to Disney. Because Disney does his dubbing.
Yep.
Yep. We can talk about this more next week when we actually start getting into this. Till then, bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Hey, thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell icon for notifications. If you enjoyed this video, give us a like, and if you haven't already, check out some of our previous episodes, our daily gaming videos, or our parody series Madoka Magically Abridged. See you next time!